So I'm now embarking on the final loop of the Bowman Lake Trail. And this part of the trail veers wide to the west. It makes me wonder what it's going to be going around. It may be interesting. You know, the guy back at the Pere Marquette, that fishing lodge place, said that there was a bear in the area. I remarked that, well, maybe I should be moving on. He goes, no. It'll stay away from you. I go, good. I was worried about them being those bears that have been spoiled by, people feeding them. He goes, well, it gets into people's trash and stuff like that. But I haven't heard about it harassing any campers. Okay, so it is bear country. I knew that. I think I hear bear every night. I thought I heard a growl behind me about 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I once quoted that I'd rather be eaten by bears than bankers. I really just don't want to be eaten. Really, really not in my plans at all. But boy, this is pretty deep. This isn't even the deepest part of the Manistee. That I kind of skipped between where I camped before and this point. But man, it seems pretty primordial. Somehow I don't think this is what Iggy was talking about when he sang about Wild America. Alright, so I've been back on the North Country Trail from that 75th Street parking. And one of the things I was observing on the way back on this trail was that it was pretty flat for a real long ways. I was spotting a bike tire tread. Someone's been out here with a bike, and then I was on the flat. He passed me up. Then, not too long later, I hit this long, slow incline up. It doesn't look like he's been up here, though. Up until then, it's the type of bike trail that even I could handle. But, man, I can imagine doing this is a lot more like down by Nichols Lake, but without the swamp. The swamp is just like the icing on the cake of misery for me. I just can't imagine being in the shape that I'm in. I'd have to quit smoking for about 6 months in order to and train like hell in order to be able to even do the Appalachian Trail. But yeah, this is pretty serious and pretty nice stuff. Yeah, so I can see what this trail does is it takes to mostly the high ground. I could feel the heat rising from the low areas. It's got to be like mid 80s or so. Not bad because I'm in the shade. And Nate is only sweating slightly, just from a guy who thinks too hard and sweats. But I'd give you the ping pong head pan here. This is how I survey the landscape while I'm walking. I'm not just looking straight ahead, unless I'm really tired or something, which I'm not. There's a hill. Seems like the gnats start kicking up about midday. Those motherfuckers don't give a shit. They fly directly into your eyeballs. So I thought I'd try this out. Works pretty good. I can see great. Can you see me? I'm invisible. I want to see if I could share some thoughts going forward here. I am just like brain dead tired. It's like not even 6 o'clock, and I've prepared all my firewood for tonight and tomorrow morning. My plan is to take off, break camp, and take off for here for the northern range of my expedition, walkabout, whatever you want to call it. Problem is that there's going to be morning rain, so I'm not in a huge hurry, but I just want to make sure that I can get to my destination in time. It's good to check out, see what I can do about checking out local sources about cool places, good places to park, directions, stuff like that. That's always good to do, because I've already said before that you can't count on any kind of connectivity here. So the North Country Trails map service doesn't work very well on the phone with spotty connection. You can't save, evidently you can't save maps locally on your device, and that's a major pain. Anyway, enough said about that. Don't count on connectivity. Print out as many maps in as much detail as possible of the route and range that you're taking. Like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of sleep deprivation right now, and I could lay right down right now and be fine until about 2 in the morning, where I'm going to wake up and it's going to be pitch black and cold as shit, and then I'm going to have to sit and nurse a fire for 4 hours, to break by dawn's light. Even then, that gets me on the road too early. Last night it got real cold. I don't know how cold it got. Couldn't have been that cold, but your metabolism slows down, and you get cold real easy when you're asleep. Hopefully, I've acquired some thermal underwear. Hopefully, that'll take care of that. But I started thinking about the whole walkabout aspect of what I'm doing here. Trying to separate myself from the temptations, addictions, solaces, escapes that I find in my life, and frankly don't do me a lot of good, or probably do me harm, and get down to it. And I just wonder about some of this this sleeplessness and this fear that I get or have experienced out here in the dead of it, in the dead of darkness of creation. And I wonder if that's where my insight's going to come from. I don't know. This is the first world person of a walkabout. Australian Aborigines go out with nothing but the clothes on their back, and they're out for God knows how long. And if they survive, then they've had this experience. Same with anything in the shamanistic tradition. And I've just kind of use that to describe how I'm doing. But in a lot of ways, that's kind of what I'm seeking out here. As pretentious as that sounds, and I don't know what I'm going to come back with. If I do come back early, it's going to be because I'm starting to fight storms and stuff like that. And if it starts to be, if I can't enjoy myself out here, then I'm not going to. And I do enjoy myself out here. There's a lot of strenuous activity. There's a lot of worry, a lot of ritual, and then the nights can be sheer hell, frankly. Well, hopefully tonight will be better. If all goes according to plan again, I will sleep good and be running out for the next leg of my journey. I just walked around the other side of the lake to see if I could see my camp at all. I guess not. I guess what I wanted to add is that when I do get back, leaving early doesn't bug me that much. As long as I arrive back on the weekend, because I want to. I hate it when you come back from vacation or you come back from somewhere and you have to go bam right back into the grind. You kind of want to go over all these pictures, film, movie, video, all that stuff like that. Start with some editing. Think about what it is. Think about the return, what that is, what that means. I just wanted to throw that in. 5:20. September 4th. Typical night, being cold. It's gotta be around 7 o'clock, 7:30. Yeah, it's pretty much 7:30 right now. Storm rolled in at about 6:30. Came in with a bang. Came in lots of thunder, lots of lightning, and then just sort of your run-of-the-mill medium-powered rainstorm. And ever since then, it's been kind of like a medium-light rain. Not everything I thought it might have been coming in, which is a relief. The thing is, I guess it's going to be this. It looks like, according to my radar, it's going to be sloppy like this for most of the morning. So I'm going to be sitting tight. I'm going to get wet, and unfortunately, my rain fly is about 60 feet away, up in a tree, in my pack. So always keep a rain fly in your shelter. My shelter performed admirably. No sign of water in the hammock. The area beneath the hammock and fly is dry. So yeah, so it's worked out very well that way. Not a bad night last night, really, for sleep. I did wake up cold at the top of me, as opposed to the bottom of me, as last night was. I think I'll probably buy a thermal undershirt when I get out of here, but I'm going to have to wait till all this stuff dies down, because I'm going to need to pack this shelter up as dry as possible. And but it should be pretty quick work to get out of here. I'm just going to have to wait it out, and that's what it's like out here. You know, you got to work with the sun, you got to work with the rain. It's nice to have things like radar applications and weather applications. Wasn't that long ago you didn't have stuff like that. Well, I kind of beat a quick exit out of there. Didn't get wet. I was out of there probably in half hour, 45 minutes. Made my way to my next location. I went to the High Bridge River Trail entrance there, and decided to go to another location because of the availability of camping and water spots. It just seemed like it was a heck of a haul up to this area, looking at how the trail was. And whereas I'm feeling stronger, I'm not sure exactly how well I do with that. So I'm here at the Red River Trail access, and this picks up the Manistee River Trail, and I'll take this to the North Country Trail and bus south on that. There's a campground there. I wonder if that's the campground over here. I better look at my maps again. But anyway, I like it down there. I like that direction because the Manistee River gets really wide. It looked really beautiful when I took my little segue. Anyway, let's stop talking and start doing.